Hello again. In this assignment, we're actually going to be looking at three key elements of photo or image manipulation. How to crop an image or remove unwanted parts of the image, how to rotate an image or straighten it, and lastly, we're going to look at how to resize an image, whether we want to make it larger or if we want to make it smaller and more manageable for some of our window applications. So the first thing as always is to locate this file on the O drive. It's called cropresize before. Once you have it open, you'll notice it's a picture of myself that I took a couple of years ago. And this is a photography technique known as double exposure. So that's why you're able to see two of me in this image, and I'm a bit see-through in the front. So as I go through and I'm meeting with you, if you're interested in finding out how to do this, I can tell you a little bit more about it. But to begin with today's lesson, if you'll notice, the first thing here is the line that's on the horizon is a bit skewed, or a bit not flat or not horizontal. I used a tripod, but obviously I didn't set it up very good because I'm still getting an image at a bit of an angle here. To correct this, we can use the rotate feature. So if we go over here into our toolbox, we have a rotate tool. We can select it. We can click on the image we want to rotate, the picture of me. You'll get this dialog box that comes up. We can use a slider to rotate it if we want to make drastic changes. If we just want to make minor changes like we do in our case, we can go ahead and use this click feature until we get it almost precisely where we want. So I'm going to play with it until it's a bit more horizontal. I like it right about there. Maybe a bit more. There we go. Press rotate and it'll update our image for us. Now if you'll notice, it actually cut off a bit of my image because after it rotated it, it had to convert it back into a rectangle square image. So we can deal with this in our next tool using the crop feature. Once again, if we go to our toolbox, the crop feature, or the crop tool here, looks like a little scalpel or a little knife. So you can select the crop tool. You'll know you have it selected when your cursor becomes a little blade or a scalpel. And we can go in and we're going to select the part of the image that we actually want to have show up. So I'll select myself. I like this little red pillar here, but the garage door and the window I'm not thrilled about, so we're going to be cutting that out. You'll notice the parts of the image that are going to be removed are dark, and the parts of the image that are going to stay are light. So we can click in the image. We've successfully cropped it. We can save this as our first image. We'll go to File, Save As, Crop, Resize, After. And we'll save it to our U drive. So for the last portion of this assignment, we're going to learn how to resize an image. So just to give you an idea of what this image would look like if we went to put it in a PowerPoint without changing the side, I can pull up my PowerPoint. I can go to Insert, Picture. I'll select the Crop Resize After and insert it. And it takes up a good portion of my slide, which might be a little bit bigger than I'd like for this assignment because I need to include another image. So what I can do is I'll minimize this. I'll take my image and I'm going to resize it to try to limit the scale or make it a bit smaller and more manageable. We go to Image, we can go to Scale Image, and this dialog box comes up. If it isn't selected on % already, you can select %. That allows us to either make it half, double, numbers that we work with all the time. So right now it's at 100%. I'm going to go ahead and make this 25% the size of the original. You'll notice that once I update, these are locked together, so my height should update as well. I'll press Scale. My image will be resized, and we can save this as the final image. Crop, resize, small. Save it to your U drive. And once it's saved to your U drive, if we pull our PowerPoint up again, we'll go to Insert, Picture, we'll go to Crop, Resize, Small, and we can see how it compares to the original. Much more manageable, and it's 25% the size of the original one. So for this assignment, you can go in, put the appropriate labels on your slide for your PowerPoint, your GIMP PowerPoint. This one again was Crop, Resize, After. This one was Crop, Resize, Small.